Right, problem number 2. So now we're looking at a fraction form, which means we can automatically look at these examples here and figure out, well, the green and the blue are automatically not correct, right? And so now let's go through this process of filling out our table. 1/2 to the x power. Well, let's say we plug in -2 for x. What's going to happen is that our 1/2 is now going to switch out of a fraction and just become 2. And so now we're just looking at 2 to the second, which is actually just 4. And so I can grab this point, go over 2, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and plot that point right there. Use shift to move it a little bit more centered. And there's our first point. We can now look at -1. 1/2 to the -1 power. Well, again, that's going to move that 2 out of a fraction. So now we're just looking at 2 to the first, which is actually just 2. We can grab this point, over 1, up 2, 1, 2, and we can plot it. Use shift to center it a little bit more. There we are. Now we can look here when we have an exponent of 0. So 1/2 to the 0 is actually just 1. So we can grab this point, drag it down, up 1 at 0, use shift, get over some. Now we're looking at 1/2 to the first is actually just 1/2. So we can grab this point, go over 1, up a half, shift. I would say that's about half. This one's kind of hard to get centered right. And then when 2, so 1/2 to the second is actually going to be 1/2 times 1/2 is actually just 1/4. Then we can grab this point, go 2 over 1/4. I'm just going to put it right above that 0 line. Obviously, this one's a little bit harder to plot. But now we can look over here. Well, obviously, it's not the green and the blue because those are positives, and that's if we have a base of a whole number. Pink is actually being translated up 1, 2, 3, 4 units, and then it's also going down. So therefore, our only option is this blue here, or this red. Place it right on top, and look at that. Our y-intercept is actually ending up being 1, and our domain and range are actually the same as our other ones. Our x is -infinity, -infinity, and then +infinity for our domain, because x can be all values. And our range is anything, our range is going to be anything larger than 0. So it's going to look like something like this. 0, infinity, -0, or -infinity, infinity for domain. All right, let me know if you have any questions.